Hello everyone. Can you hear me? Is Spider-Man no more? We can't hear you, also I'm lying. I'm being gaslit and I've not even been unmuted for 30 seconds. Yeah, I can hear you, DeHands. I can actually hear you. I can't believe it. I can hear you. Somehow text was hearable. Right. Come now. There we go. I've managed to forget the most crucial bit of these fucking streams. And that's having the chat up on my phone. Hang on a second. There we go. How are we all doing today anyway? We all doing okay? Skeletal. What is that, just the shitty fucking weather just slowly eroding you? Makes you feel like returning to bone. I can feel my bones. They're wet. Wet. And they must be relieved. Return to bone. Wet. Right, I should probably post this in the oh god, I've got to... What am I doing? I've done this all wrong. Right. Return to bonk. Sorry, I apparently I managed to completely forget how streaming works today. I was just trying to figure out, oh god, how do I get people to actually watch this? Post it on fucking Discord. You ever just... Yeah, I love this soundtrack. I listen to it a lot of the time in my non-streaming hours anyway. I am here, but we'll be making dinner soon. That's fine, Bryn. Are you doing okay? You're good otherwise. Okay, that's good. But yeah, Vic completely ruined opening the vault door. The whole fucking cliffhanger of being like, oh, let's open it and see what's inside. It was like, it just completely ruined because it didn't even open. I didn't get to click this panel. Vic just walked through the door. And then the door just did the opening animation anyway. Right, let's have a look what's inside. There we go. Oh! Do not fear me, human. I do not intend to harm you. I'm Groofer, leader of this Deathclaw pack. Why have you come here? I think I'll be leaving now. Goodbye. Goodbye. And that was the end of Fallout 2. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to eat your friends. No, we're not going to do that. "10 out of 10 finale." Right. How's it possible that a Deathclaw can talk and so well? Forgive me, I do not mean to be rude, but I do not see that this is relevant to our conversation. I can speak your tongue. I can read your written word. What more needs be said? I don't mean to pry, but surely you can understand my interest. Yes, I certainly can. Very well. If we part as friends, human, you should speak with Goris. He has more understanding in this matter than I. He can usually be found in the Vault Library. Thank you. I look forward to meeting Goris. I'm looking for something called a Gek. A Gecko! I was told I could find one here. Is that not a small lizard? Oh. Oh my god, someone that actually knows that a Gek and a Gecko are two completely distinct items. I love these Deathclawian names. Deathclawesian. What we had? It was Groofer, Goris, Zahn. We'll meet some of the others in a bit, I assume. A Gek is a small lizard. A Gecko is a small lizard. A Gek is something else entirely. Will you let me in to look for it? I'm sorry, but I do not... I'm sorry, your husband was killed, but I do not allow anyone to wander these halls. I'm responsible for the safety of all who live here, and I must exercise caution. I need to say, Gek.
Find Vic. Retrieve the Gek and go to Vault 30. Welcome to Vault 30.
There we go. Of course, Oda appears the moment I'm fucking screaming and making noises. Hey, Oda, are you okay? Right, I'm responsible for the safety. Yeah, okay. What if I could help you out somehow and in return you allow me to look around? Yes, I sense little evil in you. I judged you based on your character sheet, which says you have 1,000 karma for killing all those people in that casino. I'm just hearing 30 being screamed into my ears. Sorry. I see. Okay, there we go. We've had this. There are many machines here. Oh fucking hell! I'm not a science character. Deathclaw hands cannot use these machines. However, there is one machine that understands questions. I ask it to run the other machines and it obeys. This machine no longer listens. It will no longer run the other machines. We're running out of food. I've ordered raids on the human land so that we may survive. I'm not proud of this and I would put an end to it. If you repair this machine, I will be able to feed my people once again. I'll do what I can for you. Thank you. The machine is in the Vault Control Center on the first. I'm assuming we're just going to be able to get Vic to work his magic. We're gonna get Vic to just wave his little mechanic thingies all over it, and it'll work. I'm placing my trust in you. Please do not betray it. You are welcome here. You have my word. Forgive, I know speak well. I tried. Right. Who are you? Fern. Who are you? It's a pleasure to meet you, Fern. I'm John Boxing. You want one? Just passing the time. I like to think he thought I wanted to box him. Himbo Deathclaw. My friend Leon S. Deathclaw. You're Ark Thompson. You're in a really good Vimeo game. Right. Hello, who are you? I am Valdis, and you are... These are some... What do you think is the criteria for a Deathclaw name? Because it just seems like it's like... They kind of just went, oh, let's just pick a vaguely fantasy-sounding name and give it to all our weird little lizard people. Valdis. Glad to meet you. I'm John Boxing. How may I serve you? But you sound more... Yeah, we're quite... An iguana with a goal. How freaking cute. Sorry, I'll try to be more civil. Right. Okay, I can't go in there. I completely forgot Goris was in here, to be honest, even though he just mentioned it, because he just looks like part of the carpet when you've got your glasses off. There's a lady in metal armor. I'll go check that out in a minute. I did not actually... My brain apparently just completely glossed over the fact there was a human up here. Hello, Goris. Screwfast said I should look you up. He seems to think you're the man with the answers. he has a rather inflated opinion of me. I don't really know half as much as he thinks I do. Anyway, so you're an outsider. I've seen a few like you. Some are staying here in the vault, but you look different. You appear to be more seasoned, if you know what I mean. He's calling John Boxing old. It's a bit. You look a bit more seasoned. You look a bit more marinated. Are you Velma Street? Hi Sam at Tesco's, but we'll enjoy some foot. That's fine, Sean. It's going to be going on for a while anyway, because I don't know how long this like quest area goes on for. Fuck's sake, yeah, I am Velma streaming, and I don't know why, to be honest. Do you know what? I think I'm going to put a stop to that, so that I stop fucking up words. Right. Ah! The Velma stream is over now. I've actually found my glasses again. Yes, I've had some adventures. Say, if you wouldn't mind answering some questions for me, I could tell you some adventures in return. It's a deal. I'd love to hear anything you can tell me. What would you like to know? Do you know what happened to the people who used to live here? They were captured by a group called the Enclave. Grufar and the Pack were forced to aid in their capture. They had no choice since they were slaves. I don't know why, the way this game fucking does text sometimes, and I'm going to keep going on about it till the end of fucking time in every playthrough. The way that you just can't relax when reading long strings because you're scared it's just going to automatically go to this. In a game where the writers clearly loved a big old info dump. It's part of the mystery. This is a Scooby-Doo stream. Right. Time to read the big old codex entry. Captured by a group called the Enclave, Grufar and the Pack were forced to aid in their capture. The Enclave are a thingy established in 1985 by John Enclave. They had no choice since they were slaves at the time. The fate of the humans has weighed heavily on Grufar's mind. He's never really forgiven himself for his complicity in the affair. The humans were taken alive, but who knows what has happened to them since. Okay. So that's weird. So, when the Vault Dweller leaves in the first game, he does his little, like, maybe walk, and he's like, oh, I'm sad and walking away. So So, Vault 13 remains a thing until they all get kidnapped. I don't know, I kind of imagined a lot of people would have left and followed the Vault Dweller. Especially considering that the Vault was ran by a caveman. Okay, gonna cook now, that's fine. Maybe you think of me. Yeah, it's that one. He does the little maybe, and then the caveman takes over the vault. Fucking, he is such a fucking caveman. He looks like a caveman in a new metal band of the beard that he has going on. Right. Sometimes we're forced into doing distasteful things by situations outside of our control. Grufar should learn to forgive himself. Yeah, I mean, John Boxing had to kill an entire casino because Vic couldn't stop shooting people. He didn't want to do that. I'd love a heavy metal version of that song. It would be so unfitting. That reminds me, there was I was trying to think of the worst fan remix of something that I've ever heard, and what was it? There was like a Johnny Cash dance remix, and it was fucking atrocious. It was awful. Like, obviously, I think there was a bit of it that was slightly ironic, but it was like, I don't know. It was just so fucking strange. Like, it's like, what have I become? And then it stopped going. It is awful. It is fucking shocking. Uh, how long have you been here? A few months, actually. I came here from the coast a while back. Oh, you came here from the coast, did you? I see. You weren't long on that answer. Care to tell more? Are you a prisoner here? No, I can leave any time I like. I haven't done so because I don't want to travel alone. I'm pretty tough and can take care of myself, but I would still be one person alone in the desert if anything happened. I don't like travelling alone either, so I can't blame you. Especially in this game, like travelling a lonely, like no companions playthrough just gets boring. New companion. I sadly don't have enough charisma to entice Goris to come with me. Otherwise, he would have been the next one I went for. Time to melt Sulik. I have leveled up Sulik way too much. Like, he's at. The problem is, and it is a problem because you see a lot of people mention it in this game, is that with companions, you basically have to get the first ones you find a lot of the time. Because they level with you, it means getting a companion too much later on, they are really fucking weak when you first recruit them. Yeah, so like you can like go out your way to recruit people like Marcus if you just go straight from like the fucking why am I forgetting what it's straight from Arroyo straight to Broken Hills. But it's a bit of a weird one to do. Like I would like especially with Marcus, if you don't already have loads of big guns on you to give him, he gets useless really quickly because the minigun that he has, he will fucking chug through all the ammo he has. Anyway, do you have any information on this enclave you spoke of? No, only what I've told you. Wait, there is one other thing. The enclave showed an interest in some ruins to the west of here. Why, I don't know. That's about it. Well, every little bit of information helps. I wish we got more fun stuff. Yeah, I miss talking Deathclaws. Like, I'm sure it's something that Steven has brought up before as well, but I really miss the talking Deathclaws. Like, especially like surely they can't all be sort of dead or gone. Like, surely there's still got to be a few left around. Speaking of awful remixes, has anyone heard the Under Pressure? No, I haven't, and I don't think I want to. As much as I like the Deathclaw design in 4, I can't. I can't imagine them talking either. Like, I think that would be really weird to imagine them talking. Like their big fucking evil little dinosaur faces just going. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Like I can't decide what the best Deathclaw design is. Like I could just sort of facetiously say the hairy one, but like I don't actually know what the I couldn't decide what the best one is really. Right, potential was there. They all seem to. I've kept my part of our bargain and answered all your questions. Now, how about those adventure stories? Well, I was once a boxer, and then I beat all the competition, and then for some reason I was hired to kill someone by a mob boss, and then I rescinded on the offer, and then I buggered his wife, and now for some reason I'm talking to a vault full of Deathclaws. So I don't know. It's a terrible life, really. Would really like to play this game on a CRT. Yeah, like I don't know. I never really got an opportunity. Like I can't remember what it was like to play like PC games on like a CRT monitor. I wish I did. Like my sort of main sort of PC gaming initially was on a sort of Windows XP desktop, which had a really shitty like sort of flat screen monitor for it. I still remember the Windows 95 PC my grandma had Mario. I don't know how that works, but I don't know. It's weird, like when you like, yeah, like when you find like an old PC that someone in your family had, and for some reason it's got loads of like, even though it's only like a Windows 98, it's got loads of like classic arcade games on it. Well, that was a weird one to sort of find out. He was normal back then, before he was tainted. Right, let's have a look and try and find what I'm actually looking for, because I will be honest, I don't actually know what I'm. Well, I haven't been to Vault 13 in years at this point. It was a version of the original Mario Bros. With the All-Stars graphics, so I don't know if All-Stars got a PC port or if my cousin was a pirate. Because no way my grandparents... Maybe your grandparents are just sort of major John Nintendo pirates. CRT is too unstable for your eyes after some hours. Yeah, it is, but it like, I don't know, it has a sort of appeal to it. But I haven't used one in ages at this point. I know Lily has one. Right, before I just open that door, let's actually save. I'm assuming this is the big talking PC they're on about. Oh, hello there. I'm Jim, or Jimmy. Just looking around. You've examined the computer terminal, but cannot find anything obviously wrong with it. What do? Hit it in that special way. Kick it in that special spot. Let's try... There we go. Let's try hitting it. You gaze at the console for a while and decide upon the best spot to place a punch. After giving it your best this'll fix it hit, the monitor flashes a couple of times and stabilizes. What do? Leave it alone? This well-known repair method produces two results. First, the monitor seems to go this is after kicking it as well. Go haywire for several seconds and then stabilizes. Second, you hear a breaking metal type of sound and the panel you kicked falls to the floor. What do? Might as well look inside. Peering into the massive cables and circuit boards, you find that the system has been deliberately sabotaged. One of the circuit boards, the voice recognition module, is beyond repair and must be replaced. Now all you need to do is find a replacement module. I am 90% convinced I have that. In the car. It's in the car or someone's inventory. Yeah, your eyes turn square if you sit too close to the telly. That's what my teachers used to say. We had all the 2D Sonic games ported onto some PC discs, and they all came in some pirated game boxes with box art. My eyes are in widescreen mode. Yes! Right. Let's begin the big search for the it. Let's check here first. I don't want to Oh, thank fuck I do have it on me. Okay. I did not want 20 minutes of, oh, Marcus, do you have it on you? Oh, no, you don't. Oh, where have I put it? It's in the car or someone's inventory. That is how I feel whenever I look for something in my flat. I just, like... Because I remember picking it up and I took note of it. But I was thinking, like, I'm not going to need that for a while. I was starting to become convinced I sold it. Because I was thinking, I haven't seen that in ages. You install the module in the terminal. The system is repaired. Right, now, maybe now I can steal his gecko. A gecko! There might be considerably less faff in Vault 13 than I thought there was. You have restored my faith in humans. I thank you for all that you've done for the pack. Is there something that I can do for you in return? You said you would let me know if you found a Gek here. Did you locate one? Oh, let me see. He leaves, then returns a moment later, awkwardly clutching some kind of metallic case in his large claws. Yes, there was a Gek in the vault storage room. It is yours of many thanks. There we go. Oh, finally got the Gek. A Gecko has been retrieved. Will you be auditioning to replace Justin Don't Check My Phone, Royland? No, I don't imagine so. Not unless they just want someone to say a gecko repeatedly for the rest of the 17 seasons that show will probably go on for. Right, what do I actually want? Give us your best, Richard and Morton. I honestly, if there is a voice I definitely cannot do, it's just I wouldn't even know where to start. Nah. Like, it's kind of just you've got to be sort of drunk and or American and or I don't know. It's not quite in my character sheet to do it. Mortimer, observe. I have transmogrified myself into a pickled gherkin. I am Pickle Richard. I love how it goes from sounding like a load of old shit to sounding like some sort of some sort of Bloodborne character introducing themselves. You don't have the age. Yeah, exactly. I don't. I wish I had 10 agility like John Boxing, I've got to be honest. You've got to have the Phil starter pack. I just like doing really shit impressions of people from Mafia 2. But the thing is, half of them you need food in your mouth to do.
Hey Vito, what the fuck? Right, Steve?
Oh, fucking hell. Nearly choked on cookies. Fuck that.
Right, Steve? You sure thing, Derek?
Anyway, let's fucking stop wasting time. I'm going to have to be right back, but I won't be long. That's fine. All we're going to be doing is getting in a few combat encounters. But we're now beginning the very long journey back to Arroyo.
Hey Vito, I nearly choked on cookies. Right, Steve?
I wonder what Steven's doing right now. I'm munching on some Jaffa cakes. That's a perfectly valid snack. We are all wondering that. Stephen being tortured in a triad cellar. I wonder what my boy Sam is doing right now. Thanks, Sam. I'd wanted some yesterday when a streamer talked about Jaffa cakes. I hadn't had any in age. Yeah, I haven't had Jaffa cakes in ages. I miss them. I may have to change that. I may have to get some next time I go to the shop. Remember SCART cable? You mean like the fairly thick, like long one with like sort of the shielding sort of around it? The one that kind of looks like HDMI on steroids. It had one pin that had 5-volt. TV widescreen was, so they just used 5-volt for 16:9 and 9 for 4x3. I'm glad to know that your widescreen eyes are working today. Building his Legos, singing John's sad best friend song. Meanwhile, we're all thinking of the Gary Come Home song. I could die here. This is another one of those awful Morton Brothers encounters that's either going to go really well or really poorly. And I really don't want to be in Marcus's way when he has that gun. Why the fuck was Sulik hit for that much? Right. Okay, I've actually fucked this encounter because I've not got enough. I've not got enough stim packs for him. I'm gonna have to reload this. Oh well, it's fine. You said you was going to the show. Oh fucking hell, Reg! I forgot to call you. Butts. I did. I forgot to call you back, didn't I? Marcus, please fucking do something. I'm begging you. I don't even know why I'm still trying to fight this encounter, because it's... Because I need to reload, because Sulik's just died. If old audio and video standards and technology is interesting, I recommend... To be, I actually on and off I do actually watch a lot of like Tech Moan's videos. Like, I will admit, like a lot of it does end up going over my head, but like I just find he's got like a really like nice, relaxing voice to have on in the background. Here we go. It's a slightly more winnable encounter. Marcus, if you don't do anything here, I'm gonna be slightly flustered with you. Okay, young man, we need to have words. This is getting ridiculous. What's up with you? That was a completely winnable encounter.
What do you want?
It was just people with knives. But you're upsetting me. You're not doing what I fucking ask you to. Right. Whoever is attacking me, there was multiple people attacking me, and you were not fucking doing it. Right. Let's try the strongest. Because whoever is attacking me means They attack me, I kill them, you do nothing. Like, you are fucking useless to me if you just waste a turn, Marcus. Like, you're just a big, very beautiful mutant that doesn't do anything. Yeah, exactly. For a mutant, yeah, his handsomeness is keeping him on the team at the moment. But like, which is a shame because for the I wouldn't have been able to beat the Pokemon trainer without him. In fact, I'm going to purposely try and get an encounter just to see if new AI has kicked in. I'm just going to run the car ragged for a bit. There we go. Perfect. There we go. There we go. So I want some aggression from you. Nostalgia nerd for things I can't remember but was alive. Microcomputers like Commodore, Amiga. Yeah, well, he does cover. What's one that I'm thinking of that does a lot of that? He mainly does like old PC game reviews. Hang on a second. Like, yeah, LGR is the one that I was thinking of. That's another one I quite like watching. Who are we talking about? Oh, Dr. Brockman is just sort of listing various like YouTube people he watches. Yeah, I quite like LGR. We were just saying what a great clown you are. I've just realised there's more Yakuza people hiding around here. Let's have a look. Do they want to communicate? First honk's free. Hello? Are you going to interact with me? Hello? Okay, so that one was hostile, and this. Do you know what? I'm leaving it. This just feels like bullying. Right, what is this one? I haven't been. Oh, it's fucking Modoc, isn't it? I've still not been to Modoc on these. Do you know what? I really hope my boys can handle this on their own. tell you what, they are running away a lot more now. Like, there's markers of some kind of like terrifying presence thing going on. Because they are like, this is 2 encounters now where I've had like 2 or 3 people running away from me. Sam, I would run away if I saw a gang of armoured blokes and their pet mutant was a fucking bozo. Yeah, I guess you would. But it's just weird to see it in sort of real time, to be honest. Or in turn-based time. I've already given Sulik a super sledge. It's what he's already using. Like, I think I gave Sulik his super sledge really early on. Like, to the point where I think he actually had a better weapon than me for quite a bit of the early game. MODOK, fucking big head ass boy. Forehead ring. It's not that MODOK. It's not the big floating Charles Xavier one. It's the well is covered in poo MODOK. Which also is a really nice theme. I actually love the music here. I've got you on my second screen while I do settlement build. That's fine. That sounds like the same one to me. I've decided to scrap all the roofs on the houses in Sanctuary and replace them with custom-built second floors. Are you trying to make, like, taller buildings, then? Also, in case you didn't know, the word MODOK refers to a Native American that's part of a tribe in Cal. I did not know that, and now I know. No, I actually... I just assumed it was a name they pulled out their arse. To be fair, the roofs are really shit. It's just like roof where there's a massive hole in it in various different places and rain looks like it should come through, and it just it's the, at that point, why do we even have a roof? Thank God they gave the Gek a value of nothing. Could you imagine? Like it's like about 2 a.m. You want to get to bed, so you do like a last minute bit of trading and accidentally sell the fucking Gek to someone without realizing it. And then about 10 hours later, while playing, you realize you've sold the Gek but don't remember who to. How much would you price a? I think a Gek would be pretty expensive. Well, I imagine at least in about definitely six figures. Because a Gek, in theory, can build something like the NCR or Vault City. I reckon Roy would try to sell it for less than it's actually worth, not realizing what it actually does. Okay, I've found. Oh, I know what this is. This is the wishing well. This is where you, like everyone threw in their caps down here. But obviously, caps in the NCR aren't a recognised form of currency anymore. So it wouldn't. It like. Oh my god! Hang on, am I getting this? Sorry, I could be getting this confused with another identical well. There is at least. This is my dream, my wish, and I'm taking it back. I'm taking them all back. I could be getting this confused. There is another well in this game that has caps down it, and the caps are fucking useless. In my head, Law, Roy done a trade of John Boxing for the John Boxing the Gek. Oh, the Gek for his golden gloves. Oh, I see what you mean. I don't know why that was really confusing me for a second reading that. Sorry, Sam, you know English ain't my first language. It's Spanish, according to your Discord conversation you were having with Oda earlier.
Chosen, the shadow of darkness arrived before you.
Oh no. He's finally taken too much healing powder. What happened?
Dark souls came. They took everyone.
Dark Souls? What do you mean? This is a camp built on Bloodborne.
A rush of wind came. On it were great dragonflies that spat flame. Evil men crawled from the beasts' bellies and brought death to our warriors. The spirit was willing, but the spearheads were weak. The evil ones burned our warriors with the lights of hell. All were dead or taken. My spirit returned to flesh only to reveal the truth to the chosen.
Do these primitive Luddites exist a 4-day walk? That's kind of what I love, though. I love that you can walk a good few miles in one direction and discover an entire fucking city. Walk in another, or walk in that same direction for a bit longer, and you just stumble upon a tribe. I fucking love that about this. What's on his head? It was his mask, but now it's been partly destroyed.
A strange mist stole their minds and sent them to the land of sleep. The evil ones walked among the dreamers, yet did not dream. The beasts swallowed all, then took to the winds.
So basically, they came down on their vertibirds, burned a load of people, kidnapped the rest. Which way were the winds that followed
Did you
going?
never listen when I taught you the yearly dance of the wind spirits? South, of course. Yes, they traveled the wind south. I overheard the dark soul speaking. They planned to rest their beasts at a place named Navarro before crossing the great basin of our Earth Mother's tears. For me, nothing. Chosen, you must seek the fold of the Dark Ones and rescue our people. You are the chosen. You must do.
No, he had nothing on him. Oh no, the bridge is... Hang on, can we actually get a... Oh, we can't get a further look up there, okay. So that's it, the village is dead. What the fuck did you take to... No, the moment you grab that fucking Gek, they are doomed. It's, you grab that case, the moment that Deathclaw hands it to you, Arroyo is dead. As far as I know. I don't know if it also triggers from taking too long. That is something I'm now curious about. Like, if you take too long, does this still happen anyway? And now, I shall be totally honest, this is the actual bit where I now do not fucking remember what to do in the game. I know what the ending of this game is, obviously. I know what you do. I know most of what you do when you're in the end game area. I have no fucking memory of how you get there. None. So I'm just going to drive around for a bit and see if I can just think I could discover it naturally. It's definitely not going to be in any of the northern areas. It's definitely not going to be in Modoc. Oh, for fuck's sake, no. I forgot to fuck it. I forgot to bloody put the fuel in the car. Okay, well now I have an actual thing I need to do now. I need to actually hope I've got some microfusion cells in the boot so that I can pump the car up a bit. Oh, thank God for that. Stop buying fuel, think of the environment. It's technically not fuel, it's like fusion cells. I don't know. I don't know what one's better for the environment. New quest to get. Thankfully, there was some in the boot. Oh. I mean, the environment here is not in the best shape. No, but it can definitely be worse. You know, there's people breathing. There is, you know, there is food. There are cities. You know, there are towns. You know, there's towns like this. And this town actually has green cactus in it. You know, there's a vague sign of vegetation. You need to top off the fuel. To be honest, I probably should go and get more fuel if I'm going to be doing loads of driving around. What was this fella want? Save the blade of brass. Hang on, I swear I've got, like, treasure, though, on me. Or have I sold it to someone? I think I've been a bit of a silly cunt and sold my treasure. Okay, now I've got this. You can reverse all this nuclear disaster. No, he doesn't actually want treasure that I've got on me. He wants cachets or caches. I don't know. What is the way you say that? Is it cachet or cache? Like a weapons cache. A weapons cachet. It's cache. Okay, that makes sense. I just found the more I'm saying the word cafe, it sounds a bit wrong. It sounds like I'm talking about a cafe. Marcus, you've got a really big gun. Please don't punch people. Marcus, please don't shoot me. This is it. Yeah, okay, I will do. Right. Right. No one's died as far as I know in the past 24 hours, which for wrestling is like this has already been a bit of a shite year for like those sorts of things, really, isn't it? Well, it's not even just deaths, just bad news for it. It's like, you know, the whole, well, oh, WWE might be sold to Saudi Arabia thing, or is it like? I don't even know what it is anymore. I think it's just permanently floating. Fucking hell, Sulik was hit for 48 hit points. That person underneath the car makes it look like a random over. There's just a pair of legs sticking out of the car. There's also the permanent threat of Vince taking over creative. The Saudis are like a Farouk assault estate. It's it just instantly becomes like, oh, okay, I guess I can't enjoy that thing now because it'll be premiering only in the progressive, beautiful city of Jeddah or whatever it is. Oh, it's the P90. It's the best gun in the game. Right, is the game going to actually let me free these slaves now, or no? Where you and I laughed about who the fucking Babaton? Yeah, that was weird. That whole fucking first event was such a trip. And for some reason, like, Victor of the Ascension getting, like, an entire sort of, like, comeback spot where he's fucking doing, like diving knees and all that. That was a weird one. A little bit. I guess so. Please. These people have been stuck here for months. I think this may have to be another stream where, yet again, I have technically saved these people. I killed all the people who, like, kidnapped the slaves ages ago. But they're still there, because I can't find I can't unlock the door. Well, I really hope the NCR is at least, like, chucking some food in for them. I hope Fallout goes to London, but it looks absolutely the same. I mean, there is that Fallout London mod, which is basically just London with a little bit more fog than usual. Where do they go poo? Maybe they throw them a bucket as well. I really like the music when you travel. What the Highwayman music? Yeah, I quite like it as well. I think it's a neat little tune. Is it this? It's one of many things that makes getting the car worth it. I remember one call I just went full anti-Britain jokes and just sent a friend a Fallout 3 screenshot and said something like, nicest British town. Man, you humans never cease to amaze me. You got back in your car just to demonstrate it makes music. Right, I should probably check back in with John Brotherage to make sure he's doing okay. Aren't calling me. We'll be back in a second. That's fine. Hulk Hogan tweeted help from Bog. 15 minutes later tweeted I ran out of toilet paper. Brother. Fuck's sake. Could you imagine trying to use the fact that you're Hulk Hogan just to get toilet paper? And not have to put up with the shame of not having any. My toilet Hulk Hogan. Oh yeah, they did a really bad comedy spin-off of the BAFTA award-winning anime, My Husband Hulk Hogan. But instead it was a toilet, and it was, yeah, not just because it was a toilet. I have no doubt in my mind that Hulk Hogan's knob, arse, and everything has got the same sausage roll-like fake tan that the rest of him has on. Welcome, I am Ace, the medical computer. Are you in need of medical assistance? What happened to Matt? Loading's... Oh no. You and your so-called president will not succeed. Is that so? The chosen one has come, and he will rid the world of your evil. You have become an annoyance. Oh no, me mate died. Anyone up for lunch? I can't imagine. I cannot imagine Frank Horrigan saying anyone up for lunch. That was a very big mutant. That's probably the biggest mutant in the game. Makes Marcus look very small and very cute. Frank Horrigan versus Swan. I think Swan should have been a Swan would have been a better super mutant than Strong as the representative companion, I think. But imagine trying to go anywhere with Swan, like as if he's just a normal creature. Like try and bring him into Diamond City to complete his heart-wrenching companion quest. The mutants in 4 look like ex-bodybuilders in their 70s after years of not taking the roids. They do a bit, yeah. They look like they should be doing those shoot interviews where they complain about not getting a push or something like that. But how the office didn't believe in them. Oh god, it's back to figuring out how to navigate this fucking room, isn't it? I'm back. Got a sudden road trip with my aunt tomorrow. That's fine. I mean, it's you won't. It's not like you're going to be missing anything. As far as I know, no streams are happening tomorrow. Oda's streaming tomorrow, so you might miss that depending on how long the road trip is. Oh, fucking hell, no. Are you picky fucker? It's 8 minutes I've got to wait. How different is Fallout 1 compared to Fallout 2? Fallout 1 is a million times easier to play, in my opinion, which to some people might say that's like taking the piss to say. I don't believe one is a far easier game. It's a lot more linear. Like there's fewer locations and they're all a little bit closer together. Story is very much you go here, then you go there, go back to the vault. Oh, this has happened, and then it's just the end game from there. It's a game. If you want to do everything in it, you can spend like a week on it. If you would like to just get the game done in an afternoon from start to finish, you could. Yeah, 2 is basically identical to 1 visually. But 2 has a lot more going on because 2 has like all the towns have their own little quests. Like there is quests in Fallout 1, but they're a lot more like, oh, go ask the man for the book in order to harden your power armor. There you go, your power armor is hardened now. Goodbye. Why are they all talking about the fact that John Boxing got buggered by that super mutant who's on the run for murder? Oh my god, they're still going on about it. Okay, so what Fallout game in general would I recommend to someone who hasn't played them before? Probably New Vegas. The thing is, I don't know why I really hate having to say that because it just feels like a cop-out answer. Because everyone will say, just play New Vegas. Play New Vegas if you can handle the tiniest amount of jank and you don't mind your game not looking... Like, it looks modern enough, but, like, not too modern. It kind of pains me to say it. Maybe Fallout... Like, if you're very sort of casual in how you play games, and you just need something to give you a hint of what the rest of the world is like, maybe 4. But even then, I'm tempted to say New Vegas. I don't know. It's just... same fun level between Fallout 1 and 2. I would say so, yeah. Like, 2 is... 2 can be a lot sillier, which kind of appeals to me more. Like, a lot of Fallout 1 is very, like, on the nose. They do have the same style of humour occasionally, but for the most part, 2 is a far sillier game. And I kind of end up preferring that a lot of the time. Like, if you want to just have... Like, when you actually understand the games a bit, which I'm not demonstrating very well, because I still can't find what to do next, and I really don't want to sit here Googling it. When you actually know what's going on, both games are amazing. But when you know what to do, and you can have fun with it, both games are amazing. But 2 doesn't have No, 2 sadly doesn't have Gizmo, which to some people would edge 1 out as the best game. Because Gizmo's death animation is just going, oh, as he folds over his desk. Yeah, 2 does have Vic, which is basically a portable Gizmo, isn't it, really? Portable Gizmo is what people in their 80s called the Game Boy. You're right. Oh, my sonny, get this portable Gizmo away from me. It could be telling my life story to Cuba. Sorry, son, that's just the way things are. It sounds like you guys aren't sure which is best. That's maybe a good sign. The game is different, but still fun and familiar. Yeah, like that's... For me, 4 is a game that I personally have quite negative sort of associations with, because I did have my idea of what Fallout games are like from the others. I also think parts of 4 just generally aren't that well done. But 4 is still a game with a lot of good stuff in it. And a lot of really, like... I would definitely say the best voice acting is in 4. By far. Like... I go on about it a lot, and it never... Like, Stephen never sort of really seems that interested in it. But, like, for me, the stuff with Paladin Dance and, like, the Brotherhood is some genuinely, like, underrated story moments. Like, it's actually really well done with Dance and the Brotherhood. Like, gameplay-wise, it's a bit janky, but, like, the actual scenes with him in are really good. Yeah, but the actual game, I find, is, like the hand said, it's kind of one of the games of all time. It depends, yeah. I mean, how much do Assassin's Creed games really vary? Like, game to game, because you don't suddenly get one that's isometric, one that's like a tactical shooter, one that's like a few that are first person, third person games. But I do get what you mean. I'm not being a knob. Yeah, it's all down to personal preference. Like, for me, the kind of Fallout game I'd play, even though they weren't the first ones I'd play, would probably be a Fallout 1 or 2. Because a lot of the time I play games to relax, which is weird for someone who plays, like, who's played so many, like, Souls games. Like, you know, why would you be wanting to play games to relax? Because I do. I don't want to... And to these games are the kind of games that I just sort of find completely chill me out. Which is funny, because at the moment all I'm doing is being confused about where to go next, but I'm still enjoying it. Just don't play phone versions. That can apply to a lot of things. Fallout Shelter is the best Fallout to start with. I haven't played Fallout Shelter in years. And I barely played it when I did play it. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, I haven't played it in years. I used to play Fallout Shelter all the time. I was addicted to it. I couldn't get enough of it. I think I played it for a bit when it obviously released on like phone. And then they released it on PS4 for some reason, and I gave it a go on that for a bit. And then I kind of had that realization of, what the fuck are you doing? You are playing Fallout Shelter on your PS4, you actual fucking crazy person. Right, the only thing I can think to do from here is we've got to pick which cult to join. Like, there's the Hubologists, which are kind of what it sounds like. And then there's, is it the She? Who are like the main like government here. Like, they're like the descendants of various like Chinese army people who were like, I think they're in a what were they? I think they're in a submarine, like just off the coast here. Stephen would be doing a far better job at explaining this, and I am I'm almost hoping that when he watches this, he can explain it for me in the comments, which I'm sure he will if I mention it here. Right. Oh, that is a beautiful sprite. That is actually gorgeous. You see nothing out of the ordinary, apparently. Absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. I'm just looking around. You're not one of the brethren, and you're therefore not authorised to be here unless you're planning on joining us, which you may do by expressing your fucking Fallout dialogue, expressing your interest to AHS7, who is at the guard post. Now either get downstairs or get out of here. It's weird seeing this after playing Fallout 1 and knowing who the Unity is. Because at the time I just thought, oh, these are some weird little like projectors they've got going on. No, they have literally just reused the Unity projectors that the children of the cathedral have. I wish I was part of a cult. You already are. The cult of Red Scott Sam. Here, you're always family. Forever. Red Scott culting. So we can join the hubologists, which, to be honest, I would do, but it's a bit of a waste of time. It's a lot of silly dialogue about, like, I don't know, I think it's like Tom Cruise or whatever, obviously taking the mick out of that. Which I would normally... It's the kind of thing I'd do on my own, but it is a lot of dialogue. It is a lot. We could always make a cult, right? I mean, what stops a group from becoming a cult? Like, when does a group of people who all do the same thing on a set day every week go from being a group to a cult? Does a cult have to have a sense of danger to it? Does a cult have to have an element of danger or an element of exploitation? When extreme religion is involved, I'm now dead curious what other people have to say now. Like, when does a group go from being a group to being a cult? As said by Wikipedia, a cult is a group or movement held together by a shared commitment to a charismatic leader or ideology. A cult is basically a religion by that logic. Yeah, no, is that too vague of a definition? We'll snub you if you don't join us. Like, like, for me, I think for it to be a cult, there has to be an element of danger to it, because I feel like the word, like, cult to me, like, conjures up images of people who are so feverishly dedicated to something it would change and, like, warp how they are on, like, a day-to-day basis. A cult, when you strip it down to the bare essentials, is a group of people who worship something together, be that ideology, deity, object, or person. It has a belief system that has the answers to all of life's questions and offers a special solution to be gained only by following the leader's rules. It requires a high level of commitment. Yeah. So a cult, yeah, I think like when something crosses over into being a cult, it actively has to affect the personal lives of everyone involved within it. It's usually with one or two people as very visibly in like a power sort of, I don't know, above others. But like in the same breath, like a lot of groups do just have people in them that like a lot of other people go, oh, we look up to that person. Like I wouldn't. Who are we worshipping then? Suddenly the Church of Scientology, huge. If we made up a cult now, I don't want to make a cult. I don't like in that like. I can't like. I reckon that would get so fucking taxing so quick. Like, imagine actually having to be like, oh, you've all got to turn up and drink the magic wine every day and be like, and if you don't, I don't know. Wear your robes right, I'll eat you. The form of danger you attribute to cults, I think, would be that the cult in question forms a division between them and us, establishing the idea that people outside the cult are others. So Mr. Stalin to Stephen's Lenin. Oh, fuck's sake. You wouldn't mind a little gobble. Oh no, I've accidentally put on the wrong robes. I made a cult in Minecraft called the Church of Donkey Kong. Well, then that opens up the question, is how many people have to be involved within a cult to be a cult? Because you get cults like, that fucking idiot, what's he called? Jared Leto, the bloke who, the bad Joker, the one who has like his own like little island or whatever, and like basically pretends to be Jesus as a load of women follow him around. What a weird fucking bloke. I don't. That's really odd to me. Gobble. The only rule is that thy coconut gun must fire in spurts. I thought you had to start a cult in vanilla Minecraft just to control villagers. Well, that's a completely separate thing. I can't believe you're talking about Minecraft in this pure Fallout 2 chat. That's cult behaviour, demanding that. But then again, where do you draw the line between what's cult behaviour and what's because one person's enforcing the rules is another person's, like, I don't know, restriction of expression. I don't know. This is getting into really weird territories now that I'm not well equipped like Stephen to deal with. And at least I can be honest and admit that. I can admit that I wouldn't have the sort of capacity to work out the full differences between that. I feel like... No, it's just the same thing I've already fucking read. Don't do that. You have terrible short-term memory at it again. Have you tried Fallout 76? It's not my type of game, so I haven't touched. No. I was about to just instinctively say no, I haven't, but I'd be lying to you. Yeah, I've played 76. I played it for a bit with Steven. I quite liked playing it with Steven, but I wouldn't play 76 on my own. It's a really fucking lonely game on your own. Like, that is the problem with it. You constantly need someone to play with, and when you don't have that, I do find it can get quite boring. Like, the few times I tried to pop on my own, it was like, God, this is miserable. I'm just going into the same town over and over again, shooting the same hostile NPCs to get a bit more shotgun ammo or whatever, and then logging out again. You just feel aimless. Yeah, it's very much a fun with friends. Like, with friends, it can be like. But again, I've only ever tried it with Steven, and with Steven, it was a lot of fun. It was one of those sort of games that we'd be playing just to sort of have on whilst we just sort of chat shit, really. Like, you know, I'd like try not to fast travel anywhere. Just try to go, okay, we're going to try and walk around this map as much as possible until we do need to fast travel back to the tent or something like that. Like, I really did enjoy playing as Vic and Roy for the some of the little cutscenes for Fallout 2. Just having them in the wilderness, like cooking things of each other. Like, Roy tries to make something and it makes Vic sick, and then Vic tries and it's suddenly like amazing. I have a confession to make on the topic of cults. I tried to start one as a joke when I started the bin bag persona. I still have the Discord chat, but I've grown out of it. I think I remember your Discord, to be honest. I don't know if I actually left it or not, because I don't really look at Discord servers. Because, believe it or not, interacting with, like, more than one or two people at a time isn't usually what I do. Even though I apparently now do live streams every week. Marcus, stop talking about people farting, you actual child. It's like two separate people writ his dialogue for speaking to him.
What do you want?
Where he's like this, and then like his actual idling in the world conversations, like, who had a big poo poo? It's like, who the fucking hell? What's going on with his dialogue? Badman is his real surname. That is just his. Like, again, I can only go according to Reggie, but according to Reggie, that is in fact his actual last name. It doesn't sound real. It sounds like a fake name, but if you do go on like online, it is apparently a real surname. I did trust you on that because I didn't want to be rude, but it's nice to be assured. Yeah, now that it's came out of the the voice coming out of coming out your speakers, you can be assured it's real. My middle name is Mountain. I love these games because you see these fucking like big fancy chairs and no one has ever sat in them. The only person who's sat in his chair is Gizmo. Right. Who are you? I'm Ken Lee. I'm advisor to the Emperor of the Shi. I bring forth the wisdom of the Emperor. I'd like to see the Emperor. If you wish to see the Emperor, then you must give your name. Okay, I'm John Boxing. Not everyone is granted a chance to see the Emperor. You must first prove your worth. Are you willing to prove yours? No, I've had enough tests in the last several months to last me a lifetime. Yes, fucking hell. There are numerous vertebrates there. We need plans and blueprints to manufacture some of our own. Fetch those and you'll be on your way to seeing the Emperor. You got it. Once you've obtained the vertebrate plans, give them to... He'll put them to good use. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I still have my own copy, because the Brotherhood man died. Mighty Sam said it, therefore it is true. I know I hated it when people started shortening my name to Phil in my freshman year, but after so long I got used to it. I just alternate with you. Sometimes it's Philip, sometimes it's Phil. It's nice to have the option. Right. I'm going to be right back, because I need to get a drink, because I'm suddenly very thirsty. Actually, hang on, I need to fucking read this. I know how thirsty you are. Oh my god, Reggie. That's my middle name. That's fucking... You just insulted his name. That's terrible. Thirsty for Marcus. Right, let's go hand in the vertibird plans. I think I still have them on me. There we go. I'll tell my true unbridled full name, but only on Discord for safety. Let's have a look. That is a hell of a name. It sounds like you should own a fucking, like, estate in John America. In Maine. Right, I assume this is the no. This is not what it wants me to speak to. Okay, you look just as important. Right, who are you? Fucking hell. No, you're not what I'm after. I just need to find the fella who likes planes. Okay, I'll assume it's this bloke, because he looks like he means business. Who do you want me to give these fucking things to? Right. Is it you? No. Don't tell me it's going to be in here. Or I've got to... Please don't tell me I've got to talk to you again. Right, Doctor... Right. Nobody ever spells my last name correctly, but I won't say it here, of course. I think I know how to spell your last name correctly. Finally! Right, he's in here. Right. Can I see the Emperor now? You must complete a second test. Herbologists are our enemy. Their leader, AHS-9, has been abducting and brainwashing our children. Kill him for the good of the She, and I shall tell you how to speak to the Emperor. Okay. This is going to be fun. Tight corridors of Marcus. There are actually 2 quests. Right, maybe. Okay, am I going to have to join them under, like, false pretenses? And then... Because I feel like killing him is easier said than done with all these force fields in the way. Excellent. Go on in. Go... Speak to Juan Cruz and Vicky Goldman. They're celebrities, but you know... But they'll talk to you. Oh, celebrity. You can find them in the prayer room, showing all our new recruits and the raw meat, just how rewarding it is to be a herbologist. Well, let me at them. On the subject of names, what's everyone's mother's maiden name out of curiosity? Right, but that's a maiden name. Oh. Right, I just need everyone to to work their way inside. You see an eerily wholesome couple. We know hubology is the way to go. I can fry bugs with my brain power. I look good in tinfoil hats. Yes, we're always looking for friends. As long as they are willing to optimize themselves. And are as high ranking as we are. We're AHS 5. You can be AHS 5 someday. If you donate lots of money, you can be AHS 5 even faster. But don't think we only want you for the money. No, we want to help you. And that's what Hubology is all about. What a beautiful little speech that was. I love how utterly and completely a jab at real life this is. I think this is honestly one of the first, like, games or pieces of media to take, like, a real jab at Scientology. Your emburgled aura tells me that you come here meaning me no good. Tell me, child, do you wish to profit from your venture? No, I just want you to die. There we go. Oh god, he's gonna have loads of health, isn't he? Okay, Marcus, I just need you to do that at least 10 more times, and that'll be all of them dead. Hubble will smite you. Hubologist was critically hit for 318 hit points. Right, I need to get up there as soon as. I can't trust Marcus to not accidentally kill anyone. I think we made the right decision, just letting Marcus have his own little rampage down there. Well done, Mr. Vic. Mr. Vic. Okay, this has actually turned out to be easier than I expected it to be. Oh god, I didn't realise Sulik was in his own little room. Off topic, another Bethesda thing, Elder Scrolls Online. Have you played that one? Yeah, I've played quite a bit of EZO before. I did really enjoy it. I think as far as MMOs go, it's probably one of my favourite ones. Even though I know a lot of people are quite funny on it. I like that you can, because of how the leveling works, you can just go anywhere on the map you want and just do that region's quests, or start wherever you want, or just be wherever you want. And it's not like really level restricted. There is level restricted content, like there is like the raids and all that sort of thing, and like some of the dungeons. Like there's, I think it's delves is what they call them. I could be wrong there. No, I quite like ESO. But again, the problem with me at the moment is I just, like, I will not let myself play MMOs because, as I've stated before many times, MMOs just completely swamp my life and I will never sleep when I play them. I can't play an MMO healthily. It's I don't know why, I just can't. So I just don't let myself play them a lot of the time. I was talking with Oda about Elder Scrolls Online. She's afraid of trying that game. Too many hours would just disappear. Yeah, that is the problem. Like, if you're anything like me when it comes to MMOs, then it will be like, oh, I'm okay with playing a few hours, and then eventually you never sleep. Let's think. I also recommend absolutely never playing MMOs of any kind. Yeah, it's the best policy, honestly. I'm not usually someone that gets like addicted to games, but MMOs, for some reason, with me, I just can't play like a normal human being. I can't be one of those people who's like, I'm going to hop on for a few hours. I can't do it. I just cannot. So I just don't let myself play them. And the worst thing is, half the time they're not even like that good. They don't even warrant be. But it's like they instill this thing in you where you feel that you're going to miss out on something, but you never do. You're not going to miss out on anything. You're just going to fucking idle somewhere and talk to some of the worst fucking people in the world. Because sadly, a lot of people that play MMOs can just be massive fucking cunts. And I don't say that lightly. I've met some actual fucking heinous people playing MMOs. I like the style and lore, but it's not my type of game. I told you so, Brock, when it isn't only me. Yeah. You will get devoured by it. Gobbled. Technically, I have the means to set up a Minecraft server when I get home, but I don't want to yet as I'm trying to move out. It's always mine. The problem is, I like Minecraft is one of those games where I was also playing that like all the time, and then there was just a point where now I just can't get going in Minecraft anymore. Like I'll try to play it for a little bit, get like 30 minutes in, and go, oh, I can't be arsed, and just stop. It's always, I need to do that quest, and then I need to go there and do... Yeah, you just sit there, and then eventually you realise you've just become an actual zombie for someone else's gain, because you will not leave the MMO until you just completely never want to see it again. Want to play ESO until we're dead. Yeah, Red Dead 2 had fun multiplayer. I will never shit on that game. I had plenty of fun with Reg on it. Like, I know, again, for a while, Red Dead 2 was quite a popular game to just sort of take shots at. But I've always had fun playing Red Dead 2. Like, it's the kind of... for me, that is a multiplayer game where I can either spend all day on it if I really want, or just an hour, and I'll still have fun, like, just doing a silly bounty mission, or just walking around the world and sort of enjoying it. I love Red Dead Redemption 2, haven't touched on mine. Minecraft is not a type of MMO. MMOs are very specific things, and I hate people confusing them with normal online multiplayer, because, yeah, I remember you and me played Minecraft once, but just a few minutes in, and we were just sitting still. Yeah, That's the thing, and that's not even a problem with you, like Phil. I wasn't sat there going, "Phil's a right cunt. I don't want to sit here and play Minecraft with him." I just can't fucking get started or get going in that game for some reason. I used to be able to. I used to love Minecraft, but I just can't. I can't enjoy it, and I don't really know why. I think part of the reason MMOs have such a clutch on people is that they are fleeting. You can leave a single player game for 10 years and then just play it, but MMOs die and stop being playable. Yeah, there is a certain part of them that latches onto that bit of your brain where you just go, oh god, I'm missing out on something, something's going to happen. You know, if I stop playing, this might be the day that something good happens. And it's just not a very good... I think my problem with MMOs in general is that Stephen has said this before, and he could say it in a much better way than me, but MMOs are a formula that has managed to get away with not evolving for like 20 years. But they're all trying to still, in a way, copy the same game that came out in 2004. Like, they may change how the dialogue system works, but ultimately, at the end of the day, they're still trying to chase that same stinky old mid-2000s dragon that Blizzard made. Red Dead 2 is no joke, one of the best games ever made. I'm not so into the multiplayer, but the single player experience has few right. Yeah, I love Red Dead 2. And I hate how all those videos were like, oh, but it gets in the way of the traditional Rockstar game design of freedom. And it's like, sometimes something can just be like a little bit more hand-holdy or direct in what it wants you to do, and that doesn't mean it's always a bad thing. That doesn't always have to be a bad thing. I love Red Dead 2. I think it's a great game. MMOs are designed very specifically and extremely to make you keep playing them with incentives, both negative and positive. You cannot just pick up an MMO and put it down. You have to invest time. Yeah. I just dropped my internet box on the floor and it went out for a few seconds. Very scary. I did that with Dauntless dailies and shit. I just got fed. Yeah. And that's the thing. You get stuck in that trap of, oh, I've got to get them done. And I don't know. I find it hard to complain or moan at people who do play MMOs. Because it makes it sound like you're talking about fucking kicking alcohol, but it's like, I've been there before. I know what that's like. Dauntless is just a worse version of Monster Hunter World with Fortnite-looking custom characters. Did you cry? I need to know. Did I cry at what? You're gonna have to be very specific, because if you mean like what, did I cry about having MMO addiction? I don't know. It depends. I've cried about plenty of things. Sam, please tell everyone about our Red Dead 2 and just, yeah, oh fuck's sake, what, you buying the 2 gold haircut and then you being told, oh, it's a 2 bob haircut, and then getting hog-tied and dragged around everywhere on the horse. Red Dead 2, yes, I did. I 100% did, and it was not a pretty sight. I will say that much. But saying that, there was a lot of that game where I was either close to or did. I wonder if Red Dead 2 is cross-platform. Do you know what the problem with cross-platform is? Is it got turned into something where only, like, esports titles would ever be considered as a fucking cross-platform game? Like, immediately killing my whole interest in the idea. Like, the only things that became crossplay were, like, your Rocket Leagues, your Fortnites, and all that sort of just total fucking shite. And it's like, that's not the kind of game I want to be The kind of game I want to be cross-platform is a game like Dark Tide, is a game like Red Dead 2, is, I don't know, Mass Effect 3, like, multiplayer. Like, I don't... The kind of games I want to be cross-platform aren't the kind of games that every other company... Like, every other company basically wants to make either party games or esports titles as the cross-platform titles, and we need someone to fucking break that. So I think the only one that is really calling out to me is the Quake re-release was cross-platform. I didn't cry at Red Dead 2, I just did the classic man weep. Eyes watered and got choked up, but didn't cry. The only video games I've got emotional over were Red Dead 2 and both God of War and Ragnarok. That's fair. Like, I like the look of some of God of War, but like, if someone did say if I had to pick one out of the two, I'd pick Red Dead 2 every time because that story's just beautiful. Crying openly is good for you. Not when it's 2 streams in a row, because it's the final stream that your main host does before he goes to China for 6 months. That's there's a point where that just gets exhausting. That was like, oh fucking hell, I don't want to get sad again. Oh yeah, I've still got this fucking base to escape from, haven't I? Oh, for God's sake. Cut the man bullshit. Crying is forever. Reg has had I'm sure Reg has had a cry before. I'm sure he's not. He doesn't mind it. Right. Can I wait in their base? Yes, I can. Crying is for E for everyone. Fuck's sake. Get out of my head, fucking EA or ESRB even. Oh, there's no one in this cafe. Sam, with context, God of War is emotional, but Red Dead 2 was heartbreaking. A character people weren't optimistic about becoming an all-time fan favourite. I'm not ashamed to admit that I'll cry, I'm hard. I have me cereal without milk. It's just ninjas cutting onions. Did you cry when the leader of the herbologist died? I know I did. I wept for days. When John Herbology died. Jobology. Right, if I leave, what is going to happen to me? Okay, somehow they made it through the force field. Marcus, please don't do anything silly. Thank you. Reg, have you considered you may not be drinking enough water to cry properly? Bottle of fucking water. 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 Hello, mate, you know what I mean. Bottle of fucking water. Mate, I drink gallons, you cunt. If someone legit claims to be tough by unironically claiming they eat cereal without milk, that's not tough, that's sad. Bottle of fucking water. I fucking love water. Simply put, we're running out of drinking water. Breathing away water. I ain't gonna drink. Right, let's talk to John not Herbology, John Shi. Fucking hell, whatever he is. The Emperor. Would you like to speak to the Emperor? Yes. You have proven yourself to be a friend to the Shi. I believe I can trust you with our secrets. In the back rooms, you will find the force field to the large computer has been turned off. Enter the password CSPDM SHR SHIHHU. Fuck off, you stupid password. HUANGTIX9372. I hope, and you'll find yourself connected to the Emperor computer. I hope this will prove the Emperor is a computer. That wasn't an intentional. No, it wasn't intentional if it was one. Not too long ago, I sat in the bathroom and guzzled a whole gallon of water. On behalf of the She, we give you this limited edition Monster Energy. Pour the precious mango all over the PC and it will work. It stores our history, our research and projects. It is far better than any fallible human, yet we temper its suggestions of our own knowledge of human nature. Well, I see. Well, thanks for your time. I have a village to rescue. It's a bit weird they only have one guard for the Emperor, but... Greetings. Please enter your password to confirm your identity. There we go. Which database would you like to check? People's Liberation Army Navy Emperor version 4.01 access terminal. Right. Right. The Emperor seems to be a bit involved. Piss off. Right, there we go. So that will honestly, that seems like the perfect place to end it. You know, the village is dead. All been kidnapped. And herbology is no longer a thing. So overall, I think this was quite a productive stream, to be honest. Now to do the big ending read. There we go. Where is it? Thank you, Phil, Oda, Bryn, Reggie, Sean, which I don't remember the last time you were here. Dr. Brockman, Oda, and Lily. Right. And the Hands, I think. I think you were here. You were a bit quiet for the last little bit of it, though. There we go. I'm glad you perked up at the end. We probably should have spoke about cults a bit longer. Right. Right. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.